Whew. I'm here though. Tell you that much. Yo, Jason, what's happening, man? Hey, Ramsey J, don't do that to me, man. I'm doing the best I can out here. And don't you wish it was a way to whisper in the chat sometimes? You know, like you might say something and then everybody can see it though. Like you said, like everybody can't see it. That was KLG. What's happening, man? Shanna Poopana, what's going on? Mr. Bullshit in the building. What's good? My buddy Jason, thank you for being first up there, man. That's dope. Thomas, what's happening? Big dog. BOTP's in the head house. What's the good word? Man, listen, I'm trying to, I gotta get back, get these Sundays back rolling. Fat guy with guns, what's happening? I've been slow motion on the Sundays. Be a lot going on, man. Be a lot going on, especially this time of the year for me. Mark Thompson, what's up, brother? Silverback, what's good? What's good? What's the good word with everybody? Winding down the weekend. Ready to have some good conversation with y'all, man. OG Deuce Dollar. CJ, what up? What up? What up? What up? What up? Rose, what's happening with y'all, man? Appreciate everybody checking in. I caught y'all off guard. I'm a little later than the normal time. And it is a rare Sunday. But I don't know, man. I don't know how it's going to roll over the next couple of months, but I think my live schedule days might change. I don't know if it makes a difference or not, but it may change. You may start seeing me live on some different days. Mega, what's happening? Big Drizzle. What's the word? Philly Slizzy. What's crack-a-lacking? Appreciate y'all, man. Don't go nowhere. Cause I gotta talk about some stuff tonight. I got some gun stuff, some good stuff. So don't go nowhere. Coy, my boy, 239, what's happening? Appreciate you, Mr. Bullshit. If y'all don't mind, it's a great point. If y'all don't mind smashing that like button for me. Let me go out here and find the big fella, man. We gotta talk to him because he's been showing out lately, and I don't know what's wrong with him. He's really been in his bag the last couple weeks. Me and Billy can't control him. He think he done knocked 30 years off his life, man. He back in the street. I don't know what's wrong with him. Hey, man. What's up?
What's up, man?
What's going on with you, man?
You got me back in the street.
He started moving around. He just getting out, boy, man. He doing a lot more, man. I don't know what's wrong with him. Meetup time. That's what happened. Every time it get close to meetup.
That's what it is.
Everybody want to act up.
What up, everybody? Salute.
Yeah, man. Good old Sunday.
Yeah.
I was like, man, I don't think I've been live on a Sunday in a minute.
It's been a little while.
It's been a while. So I said, man, let me go ahead and holler at everybody tonight, man. Y'all already know I don't know how long they're gonna last though. Cause I called myself gonna extend the tickets, and we don't got very many left.
No.
I know that much. If you ain't got your ticket, I don't know what to tell you. I tried to get everybody in there. But it's interesting. So as I talk about the meetup for a second, guys, make sure y'all don't forget we got a dope ass opportunity for you to get the Cox Arms EMR1. Now, let me tell you what's so cool about it. I got to get this link out here. There's probably only, Zach, if you could get the link out, I'm going to actually tell y'all, because somebody going to get this and it's going to be sweet. We're doing the drawing on the 14th. And let me look at this. Because it's entries, but it ain't a ton of entries. Like, it's hard to explain it. You have to go look at it and you'll see what I mean.
I ain't too low.
Hold on. There we go. So there's like 1, 2, 3. So there's a bunch of entries, but there's only like 12 people. That makes sense?
Yeah.
Because you can buy multiple entries. You can buy up to 17 entries, 75 entries.
Mm-hmm.
Have your name in there to be able to win this AR. But I don't know if we just ain't got the word out. We sent the email out. I try to say it in the live. We'll post a link out here. It's out there. You can go and grab your entry because the odds are very, very good. It's not, I mean, it's less than what like a donation Friday would be.
Right.
And we're just using the proceeds to help with the meetup. However, it's a great AR from what I hear. A great opportunity to get yourself an AR by just, creating the entry you're also supporting. Rick G, what's good?
It is a
Tactical
good
Tina.
one.
The other update, you guys will be getting Tactical Tina made me think about this because she always say something slick. Y'all gonna start getting them shirt notifications, but your shipment's going out this week. You will be receiving them. So a lot of people will get their shirts this week for sure, depending on where you stay at. So they go in the order, they ship in the order the orders came in. So basically, if so Shanna was like the first person to order. Thank you, Shanna and Jason. So thank y'all. So they shirts go out first without a problem. So they'll have them this week. So if you ordered early when we first put them on sale, then you likely will get them this week. And then, but everybody will have them by next week. So that's kind of how it's going. They'll ship out all this week, and then next week everybody will have their shirts. Boom, we'd be good to go for the meetup.
Right.
What else I'm trying to remember? Spades tournament. Yes or no? We're gonna have some cards. We're gonna play spades. But do y'all want to do a spades tournament where we make it a tournament? We designate a table for the spades tournament table. We split, get your team, and we'll do some dope giveaway. And then we can make it so fun, bro. Because whoever win the tournament, they coming back as the champs at the next meetup.
Mm-hmm.
They defending their title. Y'all want to do something like that? So I don't know. We got to wait for more people to get in here too. But for everybody that's in here that's coming, how y'all like that idea? Tactical Tina said, yeah. What y'all think? I think that's gonna ramp. That's gonna start ramping things up, man.
Yeah, man. I like that.
We'll get that spades tournament, and then whoever win the spades tournament, it gets announced during the award show. Such won the spades tournament, right?
Mm-hmm.
Do some type of giveaway. They the champs. They come back to defend the title at the next meetup. I like that. I like it, but I need everybody to be on board with it.
I like it too.
I hear you, nigga. Like you say, you testing spades up in high school. Hey, man,
Right.
what's happening? Hi, guy. What's good? What's good? Ain't no doing big wish, big dog.
With some big wish too.
I don't do no big wish. Nah,
I do. I do big wish. Anybody want to play big wish? I'm all for it.
Who talking about the champions here? No, we ain't. Don't Jack. Stop mixing up the event. We ain't doing no big wish tournament.
We ain't trying to have a big wish tournament. People say they want to play.
But I want to see. I want to see it. Ain't no people. One person said that.
That's all.
He ain't even coming.
He ain't still.
He ain't even be there. That's like that was you. We just wasted time talking about something that ain't even fit to happen. Spades tournament. Do we want to do that? Yeah. Oh, we're gonna set the rules. That's why I said if we do a tournament, I'm gonna tell y'all now. If it's gonna be at a regular meetup, and the rules, ain't nobody finna come in there with that old rinky dink stuff. We're gonna keep it real simple. Ace high. Ain't none of that. Get them jokers up out of there because everybody want the big joke, little joke. He had the big. Forget all that. We playing ace high, spades, penitentiary spades. Forget that. We're gonna play real spades. We're gonna keep it a buck, and get in and get out. We don't want to do no best 3 out of 5 and all that. Take too long. This is gonna be a tournament. We're gonna play. Boom. We'll just do a score. We play the 200, 250 or something.
Yeah, something like
that. We ain't gotta do that. I think we just play whoever win the hand. Depending on how many people get in the tournament. Because you start doing that 2 out of 3 and 3 out of 5, it start taking too long. Unless you got a few tables running. So we'll do a spade tournament, but I ain't seen but one yes though. So maybe we ain't got that many spade players in here. PTG, what's happening? What's wrong, man? Why you look so serious? Somebody said something crazy?
Ain't nothing to me.
Oh, ain't nobody said nothing to me. You just look real serious. Now you like you.
I'm trying to do something at the same time while.
My bad, big dog. But Zach was ready. You one person. He said you said that. And he like, man, people out there say who the people. If one person said that.
That's all that matters. One
person. He ain't even gonna be there. So you gonna go to his house and play? Dang. So either way, I'll ask again later on in the chat. If we get 10 yeses, we'll do an official tournament. Otherwise, we'll just have spade tables going. Like spade tables. Tournament would be dope. What else?
Fan, what up, man?
Fan, what it do? There was something else I wanted to talk about.
I don't play no dominoes.
Some guys are talking about bones. You know, we do.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but it was the same thing.
That'll just be guys who want to do that.
The Texas guys were like, oh, yeah, dominoes, but they ain't going to be there.
AK Lover, what up?
Hey, Tata Coutinho, AK Lover.
Appreciate y'all. If y'all don't mind, smash that like button for me. Nobody know how to act on a Friday night. Sunday.
I was getting ready to say, yeah.
I'm way behind. I don't know why I thought it was Friday. I ain't been live on Sunday, man. I don't even know what day it is no more.
What up, the gun guy?
Poppy the gun guy. What up?
I don't like calling grown men Poppy.
Well, as long as it has something else with it.
That's why I call him.
I can't just be like, hey, yo, what up, Poppy? Like, I can't do that. Like, that don't sit right with me. I get what you're saying. But as long as it got something else with it,
yeah, BTG.
You know what I'm saying? I'm with it.
What up, Mentos?
No, man, I ain't sipping on that. Mentos, what up?
What up, Patrick?
Hey.
We don't want to play dominoes. We can, I guess.
Oh, man, we ain't even got the spades game together yet. We ain't got
it
yet. We're going to send an email blast out about the spades tournament, too. So if we get enough people in on spades tournament, then.
And don't bring your own cards. The brand new cards will be provided. Don't bring your own cards.
Right. I know I should set up a table and go live from the meet and greet. That would be dope. Do that. And let people come by. I might do that. We might pull that off, man. We'll see. As long as everything is rolling smooth, that might happen, man. We'll set up a whole little table and let people come sit down. And we do it from the meet and greet. That would be dope.
Yeah.
I'll be interviewing y'all. And now you can't run.
Right.
When we be trying to bring people on here, they be acting like they scared, but we're going to get you. Yeah, that's a good idea, fam. We might do that, man. I might set it up. Ain't no reason not to. I don't even remember what else I was saying. But so tonight, I want to ask some questions. And I'm sure more people are going to be coming in the chat, but we're going to get started because I think it's going to be an interesting conversation.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I hear Armel use a word a lot. He always says, he be like, man, it's the flex.
Right.
We hear him say that a lot. Right?
What?
And then we have, we always chop it up with fam. We talk about all the cool stuff, high-end stuff, to this, to that. But here's what I want to ask y'all about. And this is some real gun stuff. It kind of, Zach did it because he been acting real like Hasidity lately, y'all. And he ain't never been that type of guy, but
just excited.
He's just been like really
Thanks, Bobby. Appreciate it.
Himself lately, man. I could just be hating on him because he's my homie, but either way, this is the thing. I want to know when we start getting to certain items in the gun space. And when I say certain items, I'm talking about when you go to the store or however you do it, you order online, whatever, when you purchase a new firearm for the most part.
Mm-hmm.
The firearm works when you purchase it, right? Like the way that you purchase it, it works. Now, what we do is we add stuff to it, almost like when you go buy a vehicle, the vehicle drives when you purchase it, but then typically you'll go add some, you might put some rims, you might put some different type of tires on, whatever, you might tint your windows, that type of stuff, right? So what I'm asking is what stuff that either we add to a firearm or what things or accessories do we purchase that are a flex versus something that you needed. And I mean this to be geared toward the average everyday gun owner. And a lot of us are a little bit beyond the average everyday gun owner. Most of us are.
Mm-hmm.
Because once you start, you start owning 5, 6 firearms and more, then you're probably a little bit beyond just the average person. But when you start buying these things, like, okay, for instance, let's take Mega, for instance. Let's just use him as an example right now.
Okay.
He got the Porter. Right. How? What the? He got a lot going on with that gun, man.
See, I look at that a little bit different because he built that gun.
He built it.
I look at
so it's like the old school in the garage. That's what you're telling me?
Yeah, I look at those. I look at things like that. Even with myself, with what I got going on now, I'm doing almost like a rebuild because I'm trying to make something work. So I don't. It's nothing snobbish about it or nothing. It's just I'm trying to make something work.
So when we start, so Zach recently got his suppressor, right? So now you feel like he in a different world. He really don't. But it's like this. So it got me to thinking because it's like, man, bro, and he'll be talking to me and I'm so rude because I first of all, I'm probably rude because I can't have one. I'm gonna go ahead and bust myself out. Like I'm probably rude because you're telling me something that I just really can't relate to right now. So, at the same time, you're just my boy. So I'm living through him. It's like, all right, bro, that's dope, man. And then it just get buggy. He be like, man, bro, I'm taking off this, and then I'm gonna go put it on this, and now this ain't running, and I'm doing this. So it got me to thinking, what? Let's use suppressors. Is that a flex? Or is it something that's necessary for everyday gun owner?
So I'm gonna say, I don't think it's a flex.
Your opinion now. Make sure we make
it's my opinion.
Okay.
I don't think it's a flex. It's not something that you need for every day, but I actually do have a practical use for it, and we talked about it. And I didn't
wait before you give it.
Okay.
Hold it, because that's not. See, okay. I'm gonna tell you how I feel about that. The reason you gave, we have to respect it because of what you mentioned. They don't know yet, but when they hear it, they'll see. You have to respect it for what you mentioned. But it's not, to me, it's not that legit. Because if that was the case, you would have been had it. You would have been did it if it was something it wasn't necessary, but you say, well, it actually helps if I use it for this.
Right. Because I wasn't trying to find a solution for that.
There's another level in the flex. I think how extreme you get with the particular accessory determine whether it's flex or need. Okay, BTG, that was a very intelligent ass answer. I need y'all to help me here though. Let's talk about it for the average person. So I'm gonna tell you, when I do move, ultimately I will definitely get me a suppressor. As a matter of fact, I'll probably buy a lot of stuff that I just couldn't buy here.
Mm-hmm.
And my primary reasoning is just because I want it.
Yeah.
I literally have no use. I don't have a real use for it. I'm talking about me. But maybe it's something I don't know. So Poppy say, let me stop calling you that, bro. My man say, necessary for show. Okay, tell me why.
Yeah, because
I'm not saying it's not. So let's be clear. I just don't know. So I'm trying to learn. Explain to me. Now, same thing. Okay, BTG said you put an SRO on a Taurus G3C. That's flex. So what could you put an SRO on that would make it not flex?
That's the funny thing
or are we being unfair to SRO by saying something?
I think so, because I don't think the lens that I view things from is a little bit different, because I don't think the SRO is a flex. I know why the SRO costs as much as it does. So to me, it's not a flex. It's not really a flex. People have made it to be that. I know what that optic is.
I disagree. I don't think people have made it a flex. I
do. I think people have made it a flex. I do.
When you say that, I'm gonna tell you why I respectfully disagree. All it is it's a red dot with a larger window that costs more money. Damn why it costs more money, right? But people that, again, that comes down to budget and what your bag look like. Because if I'm somebody, I don't even got to mention nobody's name, but if I'm anybody out here that got the bag like that, that $500-$600 don't bother me. You get what I'm saying?
I mean,
it don't bother me. It's not a flex to the guy who got that. That's like you spending when you saw. Think about this.
Mm-hmm.
You saw the Zulisi optic. You spent $100 on it. That was nothing to you. That was like flying by. I saw this. I bought it. Boom. Mm-hmm. There's somebody that look at SRO be the same way. Oh, they got the SRO on sale for $549 this week. I'm getting that.
Yeah, but it's when you won't put an SRO on anything else a certain price point. Because I have this argument with you all the time. I go buy an optic that's economical and get ready to put it on something, and then I got to be told 20 minutes about why I shouldn't put it on there because it ain't substantial enough for that firearm.
Hey, what's up, boy?
What up, man?
What it is, what the word is.
Fancy ass couch and picture on the wall. What up?
What?
That's a fancy ass couch.
See how he do? You see what he do, Billy? That's like an unnecessary question, ain't it?
Good morning, good afternoon, good night. How you jumping?
That was unnecessary, man. Y'all, we ain't gonna argue in front of y'all, but I can't wait to argue with Zach about what he just did right now tomorrow. But either way, so this is the thing though. We talking about the flex, what's not.
Yeah.
Right. So let's think about this. I was saying there's a suppressor, a flex. So you average guy, family guy, you shoot, you do your thing.
Regular
do you
dude.
feel like that's something you need? I'm not talking against it. I'm just the host.
Now, I couldn't say that it was something necessary, but having it is not always a flex. Bragging on it or having multiples for no damn reason, that could be more of a flex. But it's not a flex getting one. The experience. Now, as a shooter, we want to all enjoy a certain experience and heighten that experience as much as we can every opportunity we have. So, no, a suppressor ain't really a flex. Too many, or the name brand of, could be the flex too.
So, okay, now tell me if you feel like it's necessary, right? Why haven't you guys gotten into them sooner if there's a necessity? And B, what is the necessity?
It's for me, I never thought that it was a necessity. And the reason why I wouldn't do it is because I didn't want to pay the $200 tax stamp. That's why I didn't, because I was following certain things in the political arena. And I was like, at some point, I was thinking, hey, maybe they might do away with that. But they never did. And then when we had the big uptick of fast approvals, because I didn't want to wait either. I didn't like the waiting time. I said, oh, let me go ahead now. It's the time to jump in. I said, let me go. I spent $200 on the stamp.
Because you're going to act like we wasn't on a live stream with 156 people in here when Roadblock was on the screen and you were ready to go and purchase.
What I just said was
the TTI. And that man said, I got my suppressor in 3 days.
Right. That said to me, oh man, okay, they're doing it like that.
But hold on, though.
It took away a barrier for me.
Nobody answered the question though. What makes it necessary? Still, nobody's answered that. To the average person. So let me find somebody.
Yeah, that's why I say
let me find anybody. Greg, what's going on, brother?
using it.
What up
Let
to
me
everybody?
think.
What's
Let me
popping?
think.
What it is?
Let me think. Let me think. I'm just scrolling through the chat right now. I want to try to see if I can find.
The answer already.
I'm gonna pick a guy.
Okay, cool.
So Jason, I'm gonna pick my good friend Jason.
What up, Holmes?
Jason, I'm picking you for this because Jason said everything I buy, I use. So in his mind, he feels there's a usage for every
Thank
single
you, Ramsey J.
thing that he purchases. What is the purpose? What do you feel like a suppressor is necessary for you, Jason? I want one. I'm getting one. When I move, I am totally getting one. But my reasoning is probably the same reason I got night vision. I just wanted it. I really have no real practical use. Like I mean, might come in handy one day.
Jason
See, the
actually
thing
gave
is,
a,
we
he gave
all
an
think
actual opinion on that earlier about what it does. He actually gave a usage for it, what it actually does in shooting. Mitigates your muzzle, mitigate sound,
you know what?
and your muzzle flash.
We all grown men, and we all look for this practical excuse. The experience is what we're buying. That's the bottom line. The experience. That's it. That's why you got, how many hats do you own?
Hey,
70 or so? 80?
Goddamn business. What they're saying about hats is about suppressors.
I'm just saying the sun don't change every day.
Facts. But my
It's the
clothes do.
experience.
You have to match the different shit you wear.
I don't change my clothes. I just change the people that I see the next day.
Oh damn. So here's my thing though. Help me out. Coy, where you at? Where my guys at? Ramsey J2. Help me. Like I'm not picking on suppressors. I feel the same way. Think about it. I feel the same way. Night vision. Things like that. Are those flex? Is it a flex? Because what we doing?
I mean, and
I'm talking about.
I think it has to do with what you do with it. Like you say, it's what you do with it. I mean, because it's just having it is not a flex. It's how you present it, I guess. Yeah. Even if you had one for all of your long guns, Tina, I don't think that's a flex.
Now, okay, fair, that's a good answer. So, but tell me where it says be time at though. I like that answer though. I like that answer. So, say you might live in an apartment, you might live somewhere, whatever. So you want to tone down the muzzle blast or that in a home defense situation if you ever had to use it, right? And you put it on your home defense gun. I like that. Now he said it might save you time or your hearing. I can see where it can help you with your hearing. You ain't because don't nobody put on no ear pro and they got a bust their gun, you know. But I can see that. I do see that. So that was kind of what I was looking for. Like, give me something that makes it necessary. What's up, Uncle June? That was a great answer. Home defense. I got one on my, such that I, if I had to pick it up and use it in the crib, it makes sense. But make it make sense for me. Any other reason, or do you think it's more of a flex? Because I keep seeing people like, man, you got 6, 7 of them, you bugging.
I mean, and then too, what makes it a flex? Because I can go get a suppressor just the same way I buy a gun. And it's the only thing extra I got to do the stamp and do the transfer. I mean, it's nothing flexible. Every time I buy a gun, it's not a flex. I get to buy another gun because I want to get another gun. So with a suppressor, I can do the same.
I'm with you, Ramsey J. Zach, I think you just playing devil's advocate right now.
I'm not playing devil's advocate.
Here's the point, though. The only question I'm asking is, I'm just saying, and I probably shouldn't have used the word flex. Armel, you say it a lot, so I just used it. But
yeah, nobody want to confess to that.
Yeah, people don't like the term flex because I was gonna say necessary or unnecessary. Ramsey J just gave a straight answer. He said they're 100% of flex. You can defend your home the exact same with or without. Understood.
You gotta explain that though. You gotta explain why
physically it made all the sense in the world.
No, why is it a flex? He didn't. All he said was what he gets.
So okay, in other words, when we say flex, I mean it's just something I did, but it wasn't necessary.
Well, if that's
I
the
mean,
case, when I go
everything
buy a
would be
big
a
when I
flex
go buy a
after
Big
one.
Mac, is that a flex? Because I can come home and make me a hamburger. Is that a flex when I go buy a Big Mac?
It'd be when you buy a Big Mac and get 2 apple pies and a strawberry
Yeah.
shake. That'd be flex.
Yes.
But yo, that's the thing, man. After your first firearm purchase, everything else is a flex. It's just a
So,
word. It's just a
so
word.
yeah, the word is just word.
See what the argument said?
The argument. But look, that's actually a great point because I talked about that before I actually went live. A red dot to me is becoming necessary for a lot of people. People eyes start going bad. They don't see them irons like they used to. They can look through that window and catch that dot though. So yeah.
It's a Big Mac.
All right, here we go. See, that's why I rock with Ramsey J, man. See, y'all don't nobody be wanting to say that. That's as real as it get. That's kind of so. I want one.
That's an opinion.
I just want it. Like I can say that. I don't care. I just want it. It's like it's something for me to add to the gun and have some fun with it.
That's an opinion. It doesn't make it a flex just because you want it and you want to add to something.
Because you keep dwelling on the word flex. What if
you did it?
Okay, what if we change flex to unnecessary?
Now there you go. Now that's a better way. Unnecessary. That's a better way to look at it. Flex
people definitely absorb that.
Yeah, right. Flex and unnecessary have different connotations. So I would say that it is unnecessary. I don't say you necessarily need it. I totally agree with you. But even though I understand, I have a use for it now.
So name something in the gun space. I'm about to get them now. You better think hard too. That is a flex.
Name something in the gun space that's a flex.
Anything that we do in the gun space that you would consider a flex. Because you keep saying that because you kept dwelling on the suppressor not
because
being
you
no, that's fine. You're right. You won that part. You won that part.
And then I said earlier,
I'm asking you.
I said earlier that what makes something a flex is how you
name something. Give me something in the gun space.
If you buy a gun that costs $6,000 and you make everybody else feel like everything else that they got is bullshit, that's you flexing. Even though you just bought another gun that go bang bang.
Wait. So buying the gun that costs $6,000
is how you present.
That's not the flex. But if you act like you
act like only your shit is the only thing that matters, and everybody else shit is bullshit because your shit costs $6,000.
So a flex to you is anything that you buy. See, Cerakote. See, people giving real answers out here.
Cerakote. Binary triggers.
Those are flex. There you go. See, Zach just giving.
Those are unnecessary things. They're not flexes. They're unnecessary.
Bullshit. That's your opinion.
You just said it was the same thing.
No, I didn't. I said that the connotation is different. I said a flex and unnecessary.
Your connotation is different. Because to me, when I came on here, I just said I was going to call it necessary versus
unnecessary. I am honest with my.
I just used the word flex because I didn't want to type that much.
I explained the difference between a flex and unnecessary. There's two different connotations. And I said it's the way you present a thing. I don't want. What are y'all not hearing?
No. So this is the thing though. I see Fair Fam comment too, and I wanna keep that up there because I want to address that. But what we're doing right now is you or I don't necessarily control the meaning of flex. So you're just saying
no, we don't.
What you think flex is. So you've given it your meaning, and then you're commenting based on what you've given the meaning of. But I'm going to tell you today, the majority of the people right here today are looking at this the way that I'm looking at it, in the sense of flex. We not dwelling on
give a definition. Then give a definition.
Definition is something that's unnecessary. I don't need that. Like, so if I said, like,
those are two different things. When you started off with Armel's flex, when Armel talks about flex, he's not talking about
before we go any further, this is where lives get really good, guys. Before we go any further, because when Armel would use the word, like when I say, and he'll use it for anything, that's what made me say it. Because I say, hey man, what's all this? He say they flexing for the gram. That's a flex, right? You're doing something you didn't have to do.
Terrence just said it. It's like you stunting on people. That when he says flex, that's what Armel be talking about. He don't just be talking about getting something unnecessary. Armel talking about putting some shit out there so you can be like, yo, I'm shitting on niggas.
I don't know. Look,
He
some
don't be
people,
talking
some
about
people,
unnecessary stuff.
look,
We need our
tell
mail.
me this though. Do some people flex and don't even show their face? So it's not like they stunt on people. Sometimes the flex is just showing the world what you're excited to have. It don't always have to be in a negative or a,
That's
pushy
not
manner.
how Armel uses flex. That's not how he uses flex.
All right.
Armel, he uses flex.
Let me.
You started off a certain way.
Let me, as the host here, apologize to Armel. Armel, my brother, I'm taking your name completely out of this. I shouldn't have never used your name because I keep dwelling on all the wrong.
Because you cannot put something out there and not define it and then say, "Oh,
everybody,
that's just what it means."
Why is it that damn 70 people understand?
I don't care if 70 people say it. I don't care if the whole world say it. I'm staying on my square no matter what.
What square? Show me the square, nipple. Show me the square.
I'm standing on mine.
Show me the square. You wrong. You lost.
No, I'm not wrong. I ain't lose nothing. Because popular opinion says one thing and mine says something else.
Ain't tell me. Okay,
I go against the train. I forget that. I don't forget all that, man. I don't follow nobody.
Give me your necessary.
Do what I want to do.
Give me your necessary. You act like we following somebody.
That's crazy. Because you're telling me that everything is a flex. And it's not. I'm going based on
everything. I said suppressors are a flex.
No. But I said, what definition? And you said flex and unnecessary are the same thing. No, they are not. They're not the same thing.
Dang. You still ain't right, bro.
I'm still right.
You know what?
Right.
I'm going to tell you what you ain't going to be right tonight.
People in here. I'm still right. I don't care. I'm going to tell you.
That ain't why you're not going to be right tonight.
I'm right.
I'm going to tell you why. When we
let me see your fingers, man. Let me see your hands.
When we go to Fig Wig channel, you can be right. Tonight, this me. So when we
go over there,
when we go over
there, right all you want.
I'm gonna stand here. So I'm not even.
You say you're right.
I don't think it's flex one way or the other. But what I'm gonna tell you is this: how long you been in the guns?
I don't know.
People think we be fighting. They don't even know we do this on the phone.
Almost 20 years. I don't know.
Okay. How long you had a suppressor?
I don't know. What? A couple weeks.
So Billy,
hey,
it's so necessary, right? He been in the gun 20 years and had a suppressor 2 weeks, but they necessary. So he ain't bought nothing necessary in 20 years.
Damn, that's a good point, though.
Stop playing.
That's a good point.
I never said I never bought anything unnecessary.
Stop playing with me, man.
You can't set a parameter for something, and then when I go by that parameter, try to say that I'm wrong when I go by what you set up. You can't do that.
Coy said, damn, Siege. He said, answer this. What makes something unnecessary?
That's a good question, too.
That's a great question. So this is the thing, though. This is the thing. Y'all don't pay me and Zach no mind. This is what I'm trying to get to, though. Like, I don't think I lean one way or the other because I'm trying to learn what makes them necessary. And what I'm noticing is there is two different sides. You know, people are on both sides of the fence here. Some people are saying, hey, man, they necessary for X, Y, and Z. And some people saying, nah, man, that's the hell you need that for. Because I guarantee you this, out of the number of people that's in here, the majority don't have them.
Yeah.
So to me, when something because, and I bet you more people own red dots than they own suppressors. Why is that? Is it money?
I don't know.
No, it ain't. It's just what people deem more higher up on that necessity level.
AK level, I did, but it wasn't a flex. It was to say how happy I was that I got something new. I gave the parameters on that too. That's what I'm like. I give the context of what it was. That's what I said. I said I was happy. Something made the guns exciting for me. Like,
hey, hold on, and I made all of that up. He really didn't do nothing. He just went along with me talking, y'all. He wasn't really doing nothing. That was just me talking crazy. But listen, this is the thing though. I'm happy. I can't wait to get to the meetup to shoot Zach suppressors. Like y'all got to understand what this is for me. Like,
I can't wait for him to be somewhere where he can get one.
Yeah, you know, like we ain't tripping like that. I'm just trying to find out what.
You know what I'm most excited about? to get my hands on that 600 Creedmoor, that's what I'm
Yeah,
ready
me.
for.
You don't know nothing about that. They don't know nothing about that. They don't know nothing about that 600 Creedmoor. Y'all don't know nothing about that.
That new.
Hey, Zach
That's that new.
told
that
Billy the other day he got a 600 Creedmoor. Boy, the phone got quiet as hell. Damn.
I was counting. I said,
That must have just came out in Dayton and in Ohio only.
I mixed up two guns.
Man,
I was
hell,
talking so fast.
Now,
That's
Ramsey
that
J said, listen to this. He said, if Red Dots needed a $100 tax step, they all be a flex.
Why?
yeah, and we'd have less of them.
It'd be
But
less.
why though? Because it needs the extra. Because it needs the extra $100. That makes it a flex. I mean, if that's the case, how come? So that means that everything that's over a certain price is considered a flex. You can go out and buy you a cheap
No,
ass
no,
pay $200 for it.
That's not what he said. I'm gonna defend my boy
I'm trying to figure.
Explain what he said.
What he's saying. What?
He
Go
didn't
back
say
and
over a certain dollar amount. The point he's making is if you have
No. He put in $100. He put in the extra $100.
But even a suppressor, you're gonna pay more than that. What the point is he's making is if you had to go get a tax step to get a red dot, there would be less of them out there. You don't agree with that?
There would be less of them out there, but why does that make it a flex?
Because that means why? Okay, why do you need a tax step for a suppressor?
Let me ask you
Because
this.
the government says you gotta have one. That's why.
But why do you think the government
Zach,
thinks you should have one?
Zach, you said something the other day.
That's why.
Zach, you said something the other day, and you showed the SEP 2 and was like, "That's my double stamp gun."
Yeah.
That wasn't no flex.
No, it wasn't a flex. It was the first time I was ever to have that. It's not a flex. That wasn't a flex. It was me expressing something to you like, wow, this is cool that I got it. I didn't have anything like that.
Hey,
I was expressing to you about my excitement with guns, not being as excited.
You know why we don't never get mad at Zach? Because he was this. He have this is his passion.
What up, Mr.
He have this same passion about everything. Like he gonna argue to the end, and tomorrow he might come on and be like, "Yeah, you know it is a flex, bro." Like you be damn near fought him, and then he gonna turn around and say it was a flex. Remember the PDP, the wackest gun to ever hit the scene, and then what happened?
I went and did some work with it.
All I know is, so you just gotta let him go when he going, man. Just let him ride, man.
I'm still out the Prepper 101. You still have not.
Hey, what's up, Patrick?
What up, Patrick? You have not explained to me. You need because you saying that a flex and unnecessary are the same. I disagree with that totally. And I'm watching Ramsey J. He keeps talking about I'm not dying on any hill. It's because
is a flex unnecessary?
It can be.
When is a flex necessary?
You said when is a flex necessary?
I asked, is a flex unnecessary? You said it can be. So now I'm asking, when can it be necessary?
When a flex can be necessary. Yeah, I don't know if a flex can be necessary.
So that means a flex is unnecessary, right?
I'm guessing it can.
Boy, he don't want to argue.
Because it's nuanced. It's not black and white.
You say I keep saying
black and white.
You say I keep saying the flex and unnecessary, same thing. So I'm asking
you. No. That's what I say. It's not black and white. And I told you my definition of a flex. It depends on what you're doing with a thing. I can have a cheap piece of whatever and try to run it like it's a flex because nobody else has it.
I actually agree with Total Glock Boy. He said unnecessary has nothing to do with money. One thing I haven't mentioned since we've been talking about this is money. I never said one thing about money. All I asked was,
I didn't say anything about money. Ramsey J did. He brought in money. So AK Lover, I say no. It's because how he presents himself. I said this earlier. He never shows his stuff to say. He never shows his stuff to say, "Hey, I'm shitting all on yours because your stuff is bullshit." He tells how he likes his stuff and what he gets. And anybody who has any sort of gun knowledge understands the stuff that he buys is quality stuff.
I'm gonna go ahead and disagree.
How you do things.
Here's a real life fact. Fam, somebody pull up on Fam on some bullshit and I'm there, I'm riding. That's my boy. But Fam be flexing, bro. Stop that. Stop that. He's the most humble guy we ever meet. But a lot of those guys are flexes. Like, how can
I don't look at it like he has never once made me think that your gun is shit.
There go Armel. Armel, get in here right now, man.
That's how
I'm
I
not
look at
telling you, I'm asking you, bro. But get in here right now and defend me because Zach done lied on you, bro, to everybody before you got
I did not lie on Armel.
So come here, bro. Come in. Let's put the link out there for bro. But look, so this is my thing.
Armel.
This is my thing. If a lot of the stuff, fam say, look, this is what I like, though. This is my thing. You get what I'm saying? It's still flexing, but that's his thing, though. Like it ain't nobody takes it away.
You want to know something?
Stop making flexing be so. All the time, it ain't negative. Some people will make it negative, though.
I'm starting from the point where you started, and you started with Armel. And when
Armel
used the word
flex a lot.
When Armel talk about flexing, Armel talking about
okay. Before no. Hold on, bro. This is like being in court, and you gonna try to influence the jury before the case even start. Chill. Let's bring this man in and let him speak for himself. Let's give him can we give him the stage? I'm gonna ask you that. Can we give him the stage? All right.
Right there.
All right, we're gonna give him the stage. We don't even need Zach's opinion right now.
We can't hear you, cuz.
First of all, bro, you gotta unmute that.
Yeah, we can't hear you.
Damn, Dennis. What up, Dennis?
Hey, Armel, what's up, bro?
Yeah, hear me?
Yeah, what up, man?
Well, I don't know if he just came from church or building a house. Which one? What you?
Finish eating, man.
It's all good. Hey, listen, let me hit you up. Let me ask you a question. Let me ask you the question of the night.
Evan.
Are suppressors a flex or necessary?
It depends on what you're doing. You know, I think it's a hearing protection device. Man.
Okay.
You know, that's just the whole thing. I think if
Mel,
hold on, bro. What I mean, man?
What's your definition? What's your definition of flex, Armel? What's your definition of flex? You have to start from the beginning. You can't just go in the middle.
Okay, you just asked him the question, bro. Why you gonna give him the answer?
You ain't saying nothing. I can't hear you, Armel.
A flex is just, to me, you know, being proud of what you got. You know what I mean? It doesn't have a particular price tag. If you purchase something or have something that you want to show and tell and you're very proud of, you show it off. It's just showing off. You know what I mean?
I respect that.
That's all.
So all my question was.
That's what I said.
Price tag on it.
I said that's how when Armel talk about flexing, that's what he talking about. I said that. That's Armel has explained this many a time.
Billy, could you rewind this tape?
He has explained this many a time.
Yeah.
When Armel talk about flexing, it's about showing I got something good and look at this is cool. It's not. It's
Hey, Roadblock, I'm glad you came in here with your Captain America shirt on, bro. Because we need a superhero to save the day.
Oh, Lord.
Look here, man. Look here.
Hold on.
This is getting outrageous, bro.
Hey, so I came in late, right? So I didn't get the whole crux of everything that was said. So somebody explain to me what. So are we saying getting suppressors are a flex?
Can I talk, bro? Because this, I feel like this is my show.
Yeah,
I know it's your show, but you can't.
Can I talk real quick? I just want to know if I can talk. That's all I want to know. So this is my thing. So I don't have an opinion necessarily one way or the other. I don't own a suppressor. But my point was, I was going to make this same question for like night vision, other items, you know, like lasers and all the other stuff, right? And my question was, when you get these items, are they a flex? And I was using my definition of flex was like something being unnecessary. You don't necessarily need it. You just kind of got it because you wanted it. It was cool to have. So I was asking, are suppressors necessary? And I used suppressors as the first example. And then it just kind of spiraled out of control. But like, that's kind of the question I was asking. Like, are they necessary? Because if they are, why is it that most of us don't own them? Even if we could, like even people that have the ability to own them, why don't we if they're necessary? And
can I say something now?
No, I'm talking to Roadblock, man.
Roadblock. What he has done now is he has shifted the goalpost because he didn't start from there. He moved it somewhere else. He started out a different place. Now he's someplace else.
I don't even want the show no more.
He shifted the goalpost.
I don't even want the show no more.
I'm out.
Gentlemen, what's going on? What's the word?
What's up,
Billy? How you doing, brother?
Hey, Billy. Hey, what's up, brother? It's good to see you, man.
Billy.
Yeah, always, brother. Always.
see.
Fam, what up?
Fam
Everything
was
good,
good,
man.
brother.
Now,
Armel was good, brother.
Look, I think I am a position to speak on this because as somebody who never flexes,
Oh my
I
God.
feel like
Here we go.
that Zach had it the definition correct. The definition of flex is to boast, to brag, to show off, or whatever. I think that's generally speaking. I think I understand where RGG was trying to go, but I think his definition was a little too tight when he says a flex is anything that is not necessary. Some people could argue that owning a gun is not necessary. So then if you buy a gun, is that a flex? You know, I think a case can be made for anything you buy then is a flex. And so I think his definition was a little too narrow. And I don't think just buying, I think there are practical purposes for buying a suppressor. And I don't consider that to be necessarily in and of itself a flex.
So let me say this. I think that the flex happens.
I just want to know if I can come back in. Am I allowed back on my show? I don't know.
Oh, no doubt.
Oh, it's good. It's safe. It's a safe place. Listen, I think the flex only happens. It's not out of the necessity of it. It's out of the follow-up of exposure to it. That's the flex. The flex ain't having it, ain't purchasing it, ain't spending the money on it. It's how you go about letting people know the excitement behind that is what becomes the flex.
Now, I think I just heard two amazing points. Fam, I actually agree with you. I mean, maybe I was wrong on that. And I probably shouldn't have used the word flex in the first place. I probably should have went more down the lane of unnecessary. Because what we started focusing on the word flex. What's happening, brother? So we started focusing more on the word. I was really just trying to get to the point of, is it really necessary? Now, you said it has a practical use, but then we can almost apply that same statement to what you just said about everything else. You can find a practical use in just about everything.
Yeah. So
at the end of the day, is it necessary or unnecessary? Is it something that everybody should have? See, we commonly in this space, we feel everybody should have a firearm. You should protect your home. We feel like you should. Now, anti-gunners or other people may argue why, but I'm talking about we feel that way. So I'm saying that along now that we all in this space, we kind of agree on that.
Right.
I'm just talking about the other things.
Well, I look at suppressors the same way I look at as your eyes and ears. You know, I just look at it as a protection device. And so, yeah, I don't have one because I'm in a state that doesn't allow it. But I think they are now relatively affordable for the most part. Like you can buy a suppressor that's relatively inexpensive, and the tax stamp in and of itself is not overly priced. So to me, having a suppressor, I'm ignoring the flex part. I think having a suppressor is just like having eyes and ears. It's a natural.
I'm not gonna say
your kit, I would say.
I'm not gonna say it's natural only because I can go to a store and buy eyes and ears and walk out of the store just swiping my credit card. I think the main reason why a lot of people don't buy suppressors and stuff like that is because the paperwork and the red tape that you got to go through to actually get it. Because for a lot of the time, it was before they chopped that time down. I waited 13 months to get my suppressor back. So I bought the suppressor for $750, and I paid a $200 tax stamp, and then I didn't see the shit for 13 months. So
talking about didn't see the shit. Did y'all see Patrick put a whole fucking bottle of fucking spinach in his mouth just now? What the fuck is
that?
What's up, bro?
What's good, man?
What's going on, guys?
What up, man? What up, Danny?
I feel you on that roadblock. I think I understand the hassle and being without the money and how that's a deterrent for it. I just think that, look, heaven forbid any of us get into a situation where we have to defend ourselves in our home, right? And you're indoors and you have to fire a firearm. What I was saying earlier about saving time and saving ears, if you have a gun that can protect your hearing that's sitting on your nightstand or wherever it is in close proximity to you, and you grab it and it's one, if you don't have time to put on ears and you can just grab it and shoot, and that may be exactly what you have to do. I mean, that could really save you some long-term health damage.
Yeah, I can see that, but I mean, okay, so that's when you say we could always find the practical use. There it is. I mean, that actually makes all the sense in the world.
However, but that's really reaching. That's really reaching.
That's reaching.
Anybody who owns a
little bit of a reach because
I don't think it's reaching. I don't think it's reaching.
Okay. But why is it? Go ahead, Billy. Go ahead.
Zach, that suppressor, is that on your home defense weapon?
No.
It's reaching.
No. What he said is
what
he said is a valid point. No, Think Meta said he has his on his home defense weapon. What he said is a valid point. I never thought that a suppressor had any sort of necessitative whatever benefit until I got it and I know what it can do. And it's going to change the way that my own child views guns now because it makes it quieter. He don't like all the bang, 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 bang. He'll only shoot outside. He doesn't like shooting on window range. So now I got something when I went and I experienced it. I'm like, yo, you know something? You'll like this. When I let him watch the video, he's like, oh, Daddy, that's really quiet. I want to try that. So now I understand there is a necessity to that whole quiet now.
Shanna ain't lying. Shanna ain't lying. Hold on now. If y'all don't mind, take a second to hit the like button. I like when Shanna get the cussing. Y'all reach for the damn like button with all this reaching. Y'all want to do all this reaching. Reach for that damn like button. Talk your shit.
That's a fact, Black boy. That's a fact.
Now, so who that had made a point earlier? He was saying that like thermals is flexing.
Thermals have a practical use, but none of us will ever see
now we done got caught up in practical. First, we got caught up in the word.
I wouldn't even say that. I would say thermals are practical if you're a hunter.
Is it practical if you're not a hunter?
Yo, I heard somebody say something about using thermals in home defense also, so you can have the advantage. But who the fuck is doing that?
Yeah. When you gotta move quick like that, you got time to go grab all your shit.
You saying who's doing that? It depends on what they have set up to do.
Hey man,
it's a nuanced thing. It's not just black and white.
All right. How about night vision? Would you put night vision in the same category with suppressors?
But no. The problem with night vision is that to get good night vision is going to run you $3,500, even more, at least to get you in the game. So my thing is, it's not really something that is like hunting, like 2A and LA said, but a lot of like the military use it for night ops and stuff like that. But we ain't running night ops, right? We ain't running night ops. Now, if shit hit the fan and you got night vision, it's gonna come in handy too because you gonna see people coming before they see you.
That's a tactical advantage.
I got tactical advantage, and I got cheap night vision. It worked.
Yeah. Okay. And I mean, my thing is I don't think suppressors in night vision go to like so night vision suppressors aren't even treated like other NFA items.
Look, I got the best night vision.
Yeah, you just
night vision I use.
You just told everybody hello too. Hello.
Let me ask you all a question. So if you're gonna say that suppressors are flexing, that's almost like saying a particular flashlight is flexing.
It is.
It is. Yeah.
I mean, it's just an accessory to some folks, and for others, it's part of the weapon system. I mean, you're not flexing with a suppressor.
But I think I wouldn't say this, Patrick, but I think some people on the panel and people in the chat would say, if you got an O-light on your gun, it's not flexing. If you got an X300 turbo, you're flexing.
I'm not saying nothing. I'm not saying nothing.
It's all about who knows. Who
Hey,
you drew to know.
who are some people on the panel? Because
I have no idea.
ain't that many of us now. Who you?
I have no
So,
idea.
when I look at the Surefire, I don't look at it as a flex. I look at it as it's just too damn expensive. Because I can go find something. I can go find something that gives me some good lumens that's gonna work, and I don't have to spend that much for it. But then I understand why it costs so much too. So that's the difference. There's context to all of this stuff. SRO costs so much because they make it here in the United States. And you're gonna make shit here in the United States, you're gonna pay because you gotta pay a dude $50 an hour instead of a guy $3 an hour is made overseas. Same thing with the Surefire joint. That's why. If they made it in China, it wouldn't cost so much. And the ones that are made in China, you get the same shit out of them, and it don't cost them.
Hey, put up Grand Life AJ's comment. He said it's only flexing to people who don't have it.
Well, look, I said that earlier. I said
that could be accurate, like a bug.
That could be accurate with his flexing.
No Terrence said this earlier. And I 100% agree. A lot of times, the flex is not on the person who is doing the illustration. The flex is interpreted by the people who are watching it.
Yeah.
Right.
That's true.
That's true. Flex is in the eye of the beholder.
Yeah. See, I don't know if y'all missed this. When I first started talking, I said I'm probably just hating on Zach because he got a suppressor and I can't have it.
You probably forgot.
Like I said that when I first started the live. Like it's like it's like I want one so bad I can't even have it. But
see, the thing is that RGG already said, he said, y'all ain't even gonna be able to tell me shit when I move. And I'm in another state. Y'all ain't gonna be able to tell me. Y'all gonna tell me to calm down.
I don't even know why I'm buying this shit. I just want it. Like I just want it because it just seemed like the thing to have. Like when I tell you I don't have a practical reason, I'm looking for one. Somebody give me one because I don't have one. I just want to get a suppressor, throw it on one of the guns, and be like, I got it.
Because I know somebody who run a 300 blackout, 9-inch 300 blackout with a suppressor on it. That's his home defense, and I think that is the ideal home defense weapon.
Mm-hmm. Good job.
Now, see, you're teaching me something. Because see, the funnest thing, one of the funnest guns I ever shot though, was shooting that TX-22 suppressed.
Mm-hmm.
Man, that was so fun, man. But it was just fun. Like I still don't know what was so practical about it. It was fun as hell though.
It's quiet as hell. It's
quiet. It's fun. It was just, but I don't know the necessary in it.
Yeah, we think it's supposed to go bang. So when it don't go bang and it go pew, we go ooh.
Exactly.
Let me tell you how naive I've been. See, I don't try to. Billy, we got a lot of guys out here who gunsmith. Billy say I'm a Gun Jones. I don't even know
what that is.
I don't know where he came up with that. But either way, so this is my thing though. So when you start getting into that stuff, I don't know a whole lot about suppressors and which one makes the most sense and how this works. Because I remember one time I was at a range day event. And then they had a moment in the event where it was suppressed only. Now, just to show you how naive I was at that time, boy, it was loud as hell when it was suppressed only to me.
No doubt. The average suppressor only
it was just gonna be quiet. Like I'm sitting up there. Sir. They said, "Oh, it's suppressed only." Man, I took my ear pro off, boy. They started shooting. I said, "Damn." I was around that bug like, hold on, this ain't. They said suppressed. Them guns was loud, man. All of
because the suppressor only reduces the sound about 20 to 35 decibels.
Didn't nobody tell me that? Why you didn't tell me that, fam? Why you didn't tell me?
I don't even know how much 1 decibel is worth.
It's going to get real quiet when you start doing the 22. That's what made it. When I listen, I'm like, damn, you don't hear nothing.
The best suppressor for a 5.56 223 is the suppressor that does everything good but not great, because you're not going to get a suppressor that's going to be 100% better in one avenue, right? You're talking about sound suppression, you're talking about flash reduction. You're not going to get one that does everything super great. Like I have the Surefire RC2, right? It does everything. It's a jack of all trades. right? It does.
That was a
sound
flex right
suppression.
there, Roblox. Just for the
You did-
record,
you
everybody in
did
the
flex,
chat,
bro.
if y'all want to know
Yeah.
what a
No,
flex
but
sounds like, that's what it was right
That
there.
was flexing right there. That was
Yeah,
That
that
was
wasn't advice.
I'm
Wasn't
trying to
advice.
I'm trying to let y'all know a good suppressor. So there are good suppressors out there that do a myriad of things at the same. They might not be super great at one thing,
Stop the show. He's
but
going
they
to stop the
do.
show.
But they do.
I'm
a
gonna need
lot of
him
things
to
good.
go back and tell me who Marriott is. Who?
About 10 seconds.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Who is
It's a
Marriott?
biblical name.
It's a bit-
That's somebody you know of.
it just means a lot. Things.
She worked in the kitchen at the high school.
Multiple.
Like AJ, that's not true, because if you get a good suppressor, even with 5.56 223, you can still tell the difference. I saw my suppressor on my Geisley without hearing protection.
Yeah, and you can. I noticed because
Another flex.
I'm doing
Yeah,
the
man, you
same thing
full of
that you
flex.
did, Roblox. I'm shooting with a suppressor and without, and you can. There's a noticeable difference.
There's a
You
noticeable
can tell the
difference. Exactly.
Because I know how loud that the gun that I bought that suppressor for. I know how loud it was the way I had it set up from when I originally bought it. It's loud as hell. It was louder than my cookie cutter on my 7.62, and that's loud.
So
And that's
what Coy
totally
is saying, so what Coy is saying, he said, okay, yes, 5.56 is a supersonic platform, but you can muzzle some of that noise, and you can muzzle the flash suppression. You can tamper that flash suppression down. Now, coming out of I have mine running on the 14.5. A lot of that gas is mitigated through there. The sound suppression is mitigated through there, and the flash suppression is mitigated through there. Y'all gonna see when we come down on the meetup. Y'all see.
Because you doing 14.5, I'm doing 12.5. So it's not much. It makes a little bit of difference, but we're doing basically almost the same thing.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Uncle June, what's
Hey.
not true, man? I don't know what you're talking about.
Hey, I gotta run, y'all.
All right,
Love
big
y'all.
dog.
All right,
Be
man.
safe.
Peace, my
Take
brother.
care,
You
man.
be easy out there.
Peace, bro.
Yes, sir.
Good.
Now, see, Jason said his truck is about 155 decibels. If my recollection is right, that's about the same as a 9mm handgun shot. So you take off about 20, 35 decibels off of that, it's still gonna make noise. I think people have been watching too many movies.
Yeah.
That's
Where
me.
like
That's
the
me.
guy is sitting next to him and he gets hit, and the guy's like, "What was that? What happened?" Oh,
Yeah,
you
it's like-
heard it.
You just heard that.
You heard it. You knew you heard it. It was loud.
That's why I like the whole 22 thing. That's the closest you're gonna get to the movies.
Yeah.
I don't know that A6 blackout suppressed is a mother. That 300 blackout
like
that 300 blackout subsonic is a mother, man.
I was now I was doing that today, Roblox, because I'm fixing some issues, and there's a noticeable difference shooting subsonic 300 blackout through a can than a super through a can. I mean, it's really noticeable.
Ridiculously, like it's a big difference.
I like it.
Hey, Patrick, I see you got a few cans back there, from what I can see.
Yeah.
Now, what do you have cans on, and what was the purpose of it?
Well, I mean, that's like asking the purpose for any type of weapon. I mean,
I'm talking about the
anything.
suppressors only, Patrick. Don't try to get smooth on me, bro.
Ow.
Come on,
Come on, man.
man.
He go play on you real quick. Don't go play on me,
brother.
Eh,
Break it down so it forever can be broke.
All right. So I got suppressors for all different types of calibers, okay? Because I got to do the testing for a lot of different things. So, but for home defense and interchangeability, which is important to me because I'm in an urban environment. So I'll start off with a pistol, but I got to go reach out and touch somebody with something else. But for interchangeability, I got a 9mm can. Okay. And on that, it's on a PCC, so I can go and use Glock mags with, any Glock 19, 17, whatever, and just switch it over with that. So that's on one of the platforms that I have. Another platform I have is also unique as well. It's the 5.7 platform. So I got a 5.7 that is also suppressed with suppressed ammo with it.
Now, is that pretty quiet, suppressed?
Yeah, I mean, you can get away with a 22 can on a 5.7. So, yeah. So you can get a nice compact form, And I mean, that's why I'm like, there's so many different aspects that you can look at it. You can look at it from the form factor. You can look at it from the noise suppression. You can look at it from the weight. 5.7, I'm carrying 30 rounds and suppressed. I mean, it's quiet. It's 90. I think it's like 96 decibels, or no, it's 92 decibels subsonic.
What's your favorite suppressor for a 300 blackout?
I mean, Dead Air has decent suppressors.
Yeah.
As far as serviceability, reliability. However, I have seen some from, believe it or not, Shaw Armament. They got a few suppressors that I really like.
Shaw Armament.
Yeah.
They were at the meetup, Robo.
It was at the
They were at the meetup.
They were the guy all the way on the end shooting the full autos and all that.
Yep. And yes, there is a 5.7 subsonic round. It just came out by Fiocchi, and it makes a huge difference. I think I made a video on it, or a quick video on it, where you can hear the difference between the crack and the sound from the subsonic.
Mm-hmm.
But you still understand why, Patrick?
So why?
I ain't heard of why.
Well,
is it just to test ammo, see how it runs through the suppressors, or what? What made you say, I'm going to suppress this? What was that reasoning? I'm suppressing this because.
So with 9mm, it's for the practicality of it. For urban environment, indoors. I live in a condo, so it's easy for me to just, to be able to break out of where I need to break out of. It would be easy for me to bring the 9mm PCC and a 9mm pistol, and I'm good for most of what I need to do.
No, I get what you're saying. That's the guns.
Mm-hmm.
So the suppressor, is it mainly for noise? Is it for?
Oh yeah, to manage noise.
Okay.
Yeah. And plus, it helps with recoil. There are other aspects and qualities that suppressors add. Now they do take away, or they are detrimental to the performance of the gun. For instance, blowback is a big thing, where if you're not used to that, and also if you're not wearing safety glasses and you got to grab it, yeah, you're gonna get some gas in your eyes, if not more.
It depends on the length of your barrel and if you have a flow through suppressor or not.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So like the one that I have, like, so the first one I have, my AAC, that went on my 11.5 inch, you literally feel like somebody that smacked you in the face with a wet towel. That's how bad it is. So my RC2 or my Geisy is totally different. You don't feel nothing.
Well, that's how with the one I just bought. I was expecting a certain thing, but I read what they said it was supposed to do, and it does what it. I don't get any blowback through the charging handle or none of that. I'm not getting any of that stuff because I've shot full auto suppressed, and by the time you finish that, I'm not getting that with this designed a certain way.
How many cans you got, Roadblock?
2. Got 2.
Man, fam, we missing out, bro.
Man, and like I said, for me, it is 100. When I think about it, it is 100% has nothing to do with flex or anything like that. I just think about it in a home defense scenario. You hear the glass breaking, you're disoriented, you reach over and grab the gun, you want to be able to do what you need to do. Bringing in Ear Pro into the situation, to me, just adds on a whole nother component.
Yeah, exactly. Ain't nobody trying to grab your ear protection.
That's not realistic.
Right.
Yeah, ain't nobody trying to grab your ear protection in the middle of the night.
Right.
And then if you have to use the gun now, you could be facing lifelong hearing issue.
And the people in your house as well.
In fact, at 100%. 100%.
Mm-hmm.
So I would.
So we've addressed practicality.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, sir.
Right. Like we get that part. There's why a suppressor could be useful if you're able to own one. It could definitely be useful. And then necessary, I think. So for so long, people don't own suppressors. Like you and you got to be able to defend yourself. In most cases, you ain't got time for ear pro, and you're not gonna have suppressors on anything, on everything, should I say? So I think it's kind of a, I don't know. Should it be something that we push more?
Yeah,
I think so.
I
If you
can
can get it, I
guarantee.
think you should
I
get
can
it.
guarantee this. I can guarantee this, and I'll bet my next paycheck. If
I bet the
suppressors,
next paycheck.
if you can go to a store,
It's
if you
not
can
Man,
go
it's
to
getting
if you
crazy.
can go to a store and buy a suppressor and get it same day without doing any other extra shit, and you just do the same shit that you do if you get a pistol, there will be
Everybody would have one.
4, 5, 6, 8 times as many suppressors on the streets.
I'd have one. I'd have one for every gun. You could just walk in the store and buy them. I'd have one for every gun.
You will have the suppressors will be all over the place. Well, people don't want to go through that extra step to get it.
Uncle June said,
And they put it,
me
they
too,
put-
Uncle June.
and they put it on the NFA list for a reason.
Mm-hmm.
I got something. So I think in the past, that extra, that weight, and that extra $200 was the flex.
I can't hear you, Armel.
You going in and out, Armel?
Okay, in the past, I think that paying that extra $200 and doing that weight, that was the flex in itself to show enduring features that everybody's not willing to do.
Facts. I agree with that.
Interesting.
I didn't want to say, but thank God, the blast warden is not a can. It just pushes the blast forward. It's not a can. I own something similar called a dissipator by Surefire. That's not a can. It's just more like a muzzle device. Just pushes the blast forward. That's all. Not a can.
You see, only June said, when I receive mine, I will be flexing.
Yeah. I saw. I'm with him. I'm with him on that. When I get my first one, well, I'm all flex because I don't know no other. I don't even know the other reason I need it.
Yeah, 3 at a time.
Man,
And
I just want to get one.
Now I want one for the pistol. I want one for the 9mm for the pistols.
See, the one I want to get one for 22. Something I would like to have would be like I would like to do something on my TX22 competition joint suppressed. I think that would be fun, and then maybe get like a Ruger Precision in 22.
And I'm loving this.
I would just love the idea of having that, set up that way.
These 1022 suppressors are fun, man. I'm enjoying them.
Hey Patrick, what's up, man? We ready for Arm 4, bro?
Yeah, bro. You know we trying, man. We trying. I got an event coming up this week, and then yours is right after that. So
yeah.
We got some good things happening.
Patrick is a sponsor for Arm 4. He's an official ammo guy. So you don't have to go to no store. You don't got to do none of that. If you need ammo while you at Arm 4, Patrick gonna have us set up. If you need anything specific, like you got some weird ass round you trying to shoot, just let him know. You gotta let him know in advance, so he can have it with him. Yeah. But man. So I'm excited.
Make sure it happens. Yeah, I'm excited too, man. I'm excited. Hopefully, my little surprise will be in town by that, and Zach knows what it is. Yeah, I think Zach's
man. I hope so. I'm looking forward to it.
I know, me too. But yeah. So
somebody asking about 338, 86. Have you been getting that a lot?
Actually, hang on one second, because 338 may be one of the rounds that's banned at that range. So you might want to check with Zach.
It's not.
It's not.
The only thing you can't have at that range is 50 BMG.
50 BMG.
Man, 338 and 50 BMG are pretty much the same thing.
I mean, we don't know.
One's a 2 mile, one's a 2.2 mile. Come on now. But yeah, no, I hit me up. Shoot
338. Wait. You just taught me something. 338 and 50 BMG that close? Or is it just in terms of travel?
In terms of travel, the longest shot for a 338 Lapua was 2 miles, and the longest shot for a 50 BMG was 2.2 miles.
That's the same damn thing.
It's the same damn thing. That's what I'm saying. So it's like, yeah.
So what about the energy from the round by the time it hits the target? Is that the same?
I mean, well, the 50 BMG is the only round with a payload. That's the only round with like a legit payload, like a warhead almost. So you could do a lot more with the 50 BMG than you can with the 338 Lapua. But they're basically the same thing, you know.
Man, now you got me wanting a 338 Lupula.
Oh, man, I've been one of those forever. I've been one of 338. Jason got the one that I want.
Yeah, I wanted to bring the 50 because I have a 50. I wanted to bring it, but maybe not.
Not this year. Next year, we'll be able to shoot the 50.
Are you going to be there Friday to go for long range? Friday morning?
Yes, I plan on getting up there Thursday.
And I will let you know about the 50 because the long range we're going to, when I used to go there all the time, we used to be able to shoot 50 from this.
So I can bring my 308.
I'll let you know because I'll find out because I used to watch the first time I ever shot a 50 was on that range. You used to have to get on the ground and do it, and they had these big giant cinder blocks in the back. Not cinder block, but like these big giant concrete blocks, and you could shoot 50 there. So if there's something changed, you might still be able to. You just won't be able to do it on the range day. You have to do it on the first range.
Yeah. So on that Friday, I guess I should have brought that up earlier too. So Friday, make sure you guys email us if you want to go shoot long range. You can go out on Friday. The range is still the same distance. It's less than 20 minutes away from the hotel. And then you'll be able to go out and shoot longer range than you're going to be able to shoot on the actual range day. So make sure we got some emails from a lot of you guys, but we just making sure.
I didn't get no email yet. I didn't get an email yet.
You didn't get no email at all?
I haven't gotten one email.
Check
is it from that Sparks? Is it? It's
no, it's whatever
that's your ticket sale. It's from
whatever email address. Whatever email address that you use when you got your ticket, that's the email address that stuff is getting sent.
So where is it? What is it coming from?
A regular meetup.
A regular meetup.
Hey.
Have you guys been receiving the email blast? Anybody in the chat been receiving email blast? Like about
I haven't got anything.
Yeah, I just
last one I got was in a regular meetup. Was
email a regular meetup. Just be like test or something.
Yeah, Roblox. Send an email to a regular meetup.
At least we just add your email to it.
I see it right now.
All right.
Patrick, you got any 300 PRC in stock?
Whoa.
I won't have it with me unless someone requests it. Let me put it to you that way. I have some at the warehouse.
I don't mean for the meetup. I mean just in general. You have some in stock.
Oh yeah. I have some at my warehouse, but I don't have it. I don't even think it's listed online.
Okay.
Yeah.
What is that, bro? What is that, fam?
I'm getting a Barrett MRAD that's chambered in 300 PRC.
So 300 PRC, I'm just trying to understand what that. I've never heard that.
It's Patrick said explain it better than me, but it's a long distance cartridge. You know, it's like above 308, 6.5 Creedmoor, about further than those two.
Yeah, it's meant for distance. So I mean, to break it down for you, you know what pistol calibers are, right? 9, 40, 45, and that stuff is good. I mean, when I say it's good, it's relatively accurate up to 100 yards, maybe a little bit longer than that. But then you start to stretch it. Anything above like 250, you're starting to stretch it. Then you have intermediate rifle calibers, which would be like your like 223, 556, 308 kind of gets into the higher tier of that, where you can get up to 600-700 yards accurately. And then you got, your longer range stuff, your 300 Win Mag, your 6 mil, 6 mil and 7 mil Creeds and all that fun jazz. And that's where you start to get, longer range stuff. And then you got, your distant shooters, your 338 Lapuas, your 50 BMGs, stuff like that.
So what do you think? If somebody want to say you want to be able to shoot accurately 1,000 yards or more, what is the most inexpensive ammo you can get into?
1,000 yards?
Out to 1,000. 338 would be the one.
I mean, yeah, 338 will definitely do it.
I just sent you an email, Roblox. You should have got it.
I think the 6.5 would be the least expensive pursue that you can get to that distance. You know, you don't want to necessarily jump into a 338 Lapua at 1,000 yards. You know, 1,500. Okay, now we're talking. But 1,000 yards, I think you could probably do it with a 6.5 and be okay. Even a 308 would be stretching it, but you could probably do it relative accuracy with a 308 at 1,000 yards.
Now, when you start getting it, see, I don't know nothing about that stuff either. When you start getting into some of the long range stuff, is it similar to let's talk about, like, you know how we talk about handguns, right? And you start getting into some of your more higher end handguns, and you start talking more accuracy, less recoil, better triggers, the whole 9 yards, right? Is that similar in long range stuff? Because you could go buy some Savage guns that be $400.
Your glass is going to be the biggest impact. I mean,
right, 100%.
So it's not the gun, it's the glass.
It's not the. Trust me. Yeah, it's not the gun. It's the glass. It's the glass at that point.
Okay.
The gun will be relatively accurate, but the glass is really. I mean, between the impact of it shooting and the recoil of it shooting, the type of glass, the type of zoom you got on the glass is the biggest factor, biggest variable. And
so what would you recommend to a young fellow like myself if I say, man, listen, I'm about to start getting into shooting, 500,000 yards. 500 ain't really long distance, right? But when do you consider it long distance? What distance starts long distance shooting?
I mean, over 600 yards is a distance, and then you got other things to factor, right? You got elevation, you got windage, you get all the different stuff that you really need to start considering.
Terminal velocity at that distance, all of it.
Yeah. Just because you could launch a bullet there and shoot it at a 45-degree angle and it rides at the front doorstep, don't mean it's going to have anything. Like Roblox said.
Right.
So yeah, there are different ways you can look at it, and yeah, you can lob projectiles at distance too. I see there's a comment about 5.56 making 1,000 yards. Yeah, you could do it.
So 600 beyond. Jason, what kind of glass you put on your Ruby Precision? What would you recommend for entry level glass? Not entry level, but entry. So when somebody's getting into it, like Fam say he gonna buy that whatever that bullet he made up, and he gonna shoot that at from LA to Sacramento. What glass should he use?
Night Force.
Yeah, that's what I'm getting. Night Force.
I mean, yeah, Night Force is pretty solid. I can't say anything bad about Night Force.
Night Force is expensive.
Yeah. There's the
now say the price slow. Like give me like the starting price on a Night Force, but say it slow though, because I get nervous. What?
On Night Force, it's almost as much as the gun, man.
I was about to say, you just take the price of the gun and just multiply it by 2, and you got yourself an optic. Yeah.
Night Forces, they run about 2,800, 3,000 plus the mount and everything. When it's all said and done,
a lot of different brands that you can buy. A lot of different brands that you can buy for shooting distance. Night Force is one of the bigger names people talk about. There's a lot of different ones.
I'm saying, all right. So Zach, I'm reading between the lines here. You saying I ain't got to go spend 4,500 to get out to 1,000?
You don't have to spend 4,500 to get to 1,000. No, you don't.
Now,
if I was trying to shoot a mile, then I may need to go spend that $3,000, $4,000 for something. That's different. Right. But I'm trying to do 1,000 yards.
Well, you almost made me lose my child. Say, which one of you niggas gonna be out here shooting a mile? Which one?
Let me tell you something. I want to go somewhere, sit up in Arizona somewhere, and shoot a mile up a cliff. I want to go do that.
Well, that's what started this. I did a class. I just went. It'll drop on my channel at some point where dudes was doing just that, Zach, sitting up on a mountain, shooting that steel from a mile away, bro.
That's what I want to do, man.
Just tag it.
That's what I want to
do. And that's what got me pumped about getting a long distance rifle. I sold my 6.5 Creedmoor so I could get
Warsaw Patriot.
the rifle I'm getting.
Mm-hmm.
I can do 1,000 yards with a Creedmoor. I can do 1,000
Yeah, man, you can do it.
Oh,
You
for
can
sure.
do it.
1,000 yards with a 308. Now a mile, I ain't gonna be doing a mile. I don't believe. But my thing is, when I do decide I want to do a mile, that's when, like Patrick said, my dream gun. If I ever had a dream gun, it's a 338 Lapua. That's my dream gun because I know what I want to do with it. That if any gun was
So,
a dream gun,
like what in 338?
oh, that Ruger Precision that Jason has, I want that. Either that or I want a custom joint, like something with a ridiculously long barrel that's custom, that's fluted and all that. 338 is like for me, and I really just like the name. I know what it can do. I like the name of it. It's called a damn Lapua.
Yeah, that's how I was about 300 Blackout. When I first heard the name, I just thought that was the coldest name ever. 300 Blackout.
Now, see, Coy said 6'5" can do a mile too. See, Coy, I didn't know that 6'5" can do a mile. I didn't know that.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I think 6.5 can do a mile in depending on the conditions.
How long of a
And Coy will tell you it depends on the round.
Okay.
Yes.
It depends on what you shooting. So if you shoot some bull, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you see what Jason said, and that's the thing too. Because I'm just worried about maximum range. I ain't worried about the effective range. Because I'm not trying to hit anybody from that. I just want to hit a target or something like that. I'm worried about the maximum range, not the effective range.
Warsaw Patriot for sure, man. I be watching Bishop on here, man.
Warsaw.
What's going on tomorrow?
I don't know, man.
He's from Illinois. I be checking him out.
You see that other email I sent you, Zach?
I did. I saw it. I saw
oh, okay. I'm gonna check him out. Let me know what time, man. I think I'm subscribed to him though.
Because I don't know what's going on with this Yahoo account, man. Because I'm like,
thanks for letting me know, bro.
Did you check the spam? Check the promotion?
Yeah, I just checked the spam. I just did. Nothing.
Yeah, I saw your email. Did you reply to him?
I didn't see any. I haven't seen any.
I saw a Roblox email that he just sent.
And I replied to it. He said he didn't get nothing back from me.
I ain't get nothing back.
Oh, Roblox.
Zach, you see Dennis Dixon?
What do you say?
Yeah, man, it was good being on the
I know it cost a lot, but still.
All right, Mel, thank you, man, for coming in and clearing that up.
I'm not buying it because I want to shoot it all the time. I'm getting it because there is a place here in Ohio that I can go shoot.
I'm working near you, RGG, this next 4 weeks.
Oh yeah, you were saying that.
Mattville for 3 weeks, and then we're gonna be in Joliet for two to 3 weeks.
Up until the meetup.
Through the meetup. Yep.
Send it to a regular meetup, Ramsey.
The furthest I ever shot at 22 was 215 yards, and I hit the steel. I was happy.
What's going on, Showtime?
I didn't believe it when I did it, and I did it more than once too. I was like, "Oh shit, you doing this?"
A regular meetup at Yahoo.
At Gmail.
Regular meetup at gmail.com.
Don't nobody use Yahoo no more, bro.
I do. Leave me alone.
He does. That's why he ain't getting the rebound.
Oh, that is funny.
That's what I said. Send it to the R Gray, the R Gray with 1963.
I'm gonna add it for you.
All right.
Roblox still got Hotmail email.
Hey man, shut up.
That's right.
Yeah, Coy. It's like I want a 338 custom Lapua like Coy's 308. That's what I want, a 338 like that. And it would just be for every once in a while. I go somewhere, take a trip, and want to shoot that mile or do something. I ain't gonna be shooting all the time. Those rounds are expensive.
Yeah, man. I don't know. I want to get into all of that stuff.
Man. That stuff is fun, man. I've done a couple long distance classes, and it was really fun. My biggest thing was they had me laying down on the ground. I'm like, damn, who gonna help me get up? They did.
It's a whole nother.
They did. We got you. They did.
Get you a stand, Zach. Get you a stand.
Hey, you know what I'm saying, man? I got one. Some company said,
"Hey, look, I'm laughing at Dennis Dixon." Hell no. He said, "I shot out to a mile and didn't hit shit but my pocket."
But
he sound like me when I first trying to shoot them clays, boy.
Well, that's why I like 300 PRC. From what I understand, it's similar velocity, but a lot less expensive.
Okay. Well, that's one of the reasons why I got into the 224 Valkyrie. That round was supposed to be able to go 1,000 yards and still be supersonic. So that's why I got into it. I only pushed it out to 6. I never got it to 1,000, but it worked.
Mhm.
I've never shot that far before, ever. No 300, 500, none of that.
Yeah, it's fun, man, especially when you hear that ding.
Yeah, it's fun when you miss it. It ain't fun, but when you hit something, it's fun. But honestly, I gotta say, it was just trying to learn how to do it, and to do it was fun too. It was like, I'm here, and this thing is all the way there, and somebody is spotting for you, and you.
Yeah, I know that Warsaw, New York got it bad, man. They got it bad too. Man, it's rough, man. A lot of these states got it rough.
Yeah.
I want to do it for the hell of it, though. I want to
You
do
should do it, fat
it.
guy.
I want to do things like shoot still challenge. I want to shoot long distance. I want to get into a lot of.
USPSA too, bro. You gotta do USPSA too. I think
I ain't gonna be doing too much running around, but I will. I think eventually I will. I'll get into it.
300 PRC is $60 for 20 rounds. That's not bad.
Carolina EDC, what up, dog?
Hey, what up, Carolina?
Mirror, what's up?
What's up, Mirror?
If y'all didn't get a chance, man, please smash that like button for me.
The ballistics on that Showtime are really similar. The Valkyrie and the Primo.
Yep.
They're similar on those rounds.
Yeah, I would love to
Did
get
Showtime just say he liked the Valerie?
Yeah, he did that. I knew what he meant. I knew what he meant, so I wasn't gonna call him out. I did say,
Hey, he do exactly.
I know what he did. All love.
I like
Showtime, all love.
Hey, roll up.
Everybody.
Well, I like old Valerie, but
Boy.
I shoot for 6'5". That's what.
Right.
Spell check be messing everybody up, boy.
Yeah.
He just said some.
well, so you like
crazy stuff.
Winchester and Blazer? Which Winchester you like? The white one?
Thank you, Shannon.
I've never had a problem with Winchester White Box.
I didn't
Really?
either, but people told I'm saying I've never had anybody say that that's like their favorite round.
See, I'm always fascinated. This is something that really fascinates me, and it sounds simple,
Hey,
but
Big Tech.
it's real, and we all deal with it. This whole thing, like when we be in these chats and we talk, you could be on this channel, you can go to fam chat, anybody around, and conversations, boy, spark a lot. Like you'd be amazed at how much we move off of what we hear in these conversations. I know me, I be getting caught up in it. I have to catch myself sometimes. Just like for whatever reason, somebody be talking about something, then it'll just spark your interest. You get to looking this up and looking that up. I want to do this because I'm telling y'all right now, I have no reason to be wanting to suppress it like I do, other than just hearing people talk about it.
You see what Coy said
That's
about
it.
Shy Tag?
What's that?
Coy, that's exactly so. Shy Tag makes long distance bolt guns, and they make really, really good guns, right? But those guns be running like $10,000 for the gun, bro. For the gun. And you ain't bought the glass, and the glass is more important than the gun.
Mm-hmm.
I just couldn't justify.
Hey, I'm out of here, y'all. I gotta get up there for it.
Man, I'm about to get out too.
Okay.
Y'all, good night. Good night, fellas.
All right, brother. I'll holler at you, man.
All right, Ro.
Yeah, you right. You see, y'all be making me nervous with that glass though. But what would you think is good entry level glass for somebody?
I like Vortex. I ain't gonna lie.
I like Vortex. I like Bushnell.
Vortex got that warranty.
Yep.
You're all right with it. You'll be all right with it. It's a good entry level glass.
Which Vortex? The Tangos?
What is it? The Gen 2? What are they called? The ones because the Strike Eagle is a good one too. Then they got the other ones that cost a little bit more when you get up to the $1,000 plus range.
Okay.
You forget the name of those, but you can get you a Crossfire 2 and take that to 1,000 yards, man. That's what I'm like. Is with the you can because nothing wrong with that glass in there. The glass is clear.
Warsaw said Sightmark is good. Sightmark makes some good
I'm
glass.
ones, cry ones.
It depends on which Sightmark that you get.
Mm-hmm.
Sightmark has a whole range of stuff there. They go from below like consumer stuff all the way up to some law enforcement stuff. The razor. Thank you, Corey. Thank you, CJ. The razor. That's the one I'm talking about.
That razor's a bag, but it ain't no $4,000 bag.
No,
Yeah,
but those
it
are
is.
good.
Those Razor HDs are like $5,000, $4,000.
Not all of them.
Really?
You can find them cheaper than that, man.
It ranges, right? So, like the cheapest one is almost 2 G's.
Yeah, but
That's what I'm saying.
But that's what you're talking about. You're talking about getting up to, if you don't want to spend $4,000, you can do $2,000 and $4,000. That's a big difference. Extra.
Well, I mean, Night Force is the same way. The entry level is like 2,000 and a little bit over. So depends on which one you get.
Fam say ain't that much difference between 2 and 4. I mean, I'm gonna pay 2. I might well pay 4. You know, just.
No, but I'm saying Night Force goes. The razors go up to 5. So that's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
if you're gonna start going out 1,000 yards is a little different. I think you can go with some less expensive glass.
Mm-hmm.
If your maximum you're thinking about is like 1,000 yards, there's a lot of less. Exactly, Coy. You can get LVPO that gets you to 1,000 yards.
Yeah.
But I think if you start talking about I want to go a mile, then that's a different kettle of fish. You're gonna have to spend some money, some real money.
Yeah,
because when you start talking about getting out to a mile, you need that like you need to be able to zoom in clearly.
I mean, you need to have
looking at that far out.
You need somebody else spotting with you. You ain't gonna,
I don't know. You're talking Spanish to me right now. So
you ain't gonna zoom into a mile.
So okay? Tell me this: you gotta have somebody spotting you out to a mile.
That far, because you're not gonna see.
When I went, they have those. It's a whole nother level. So I don't want to make it seem like I'm an expert. I only went one time and I was observing. I wasn't really shooting. But these guys got all kinds of, you should have somebody spotting, and they have I forget the name of the device. Y'all may know that sits on top of the gun that really lets you navigate in like GPS into wherever you're trying to shoot, and factoring in windage and all that. I mean, it's a different kind of shooting altogether, and I want to try to get into it.
So somebody that shoots out that far, Patrick, you shoot out to a mile?
Yeah.
So what do you in your glass? What are you seeing? If you can't zoom into a mile, what are you using? What are you doing?
I mean, there's a lot of factors. There's terrain. There's heat zones. There's a lot of factors. You got to look at it. You can't look at it as I just want to hit that point way over there. You got to look at it as, is the wind blowing? Are there birds flying around? Because birds tell you a lot because of the way they use the heat and the thermals from the ground. You
got to know what your bullet is going to do too.
Yeah, you got to know what your bullet's going to do. If it shoots flat, if it arcs, if it's if it drops. When does it slow down? There's a lot of different things.
It's a whole other skill set, man.
Yeah. It's not just shooting and hitting the target. It's also everything in between. So
you say you need glass that's like 200 to 300 MOA.
Mm-hmm. And then another thing you got to consider too is, let's say if you're off by 12 feet. Right, 12 feet tall or 12 feet high above your target or whatever. You got to understand how to translate that 12 feet into your optic to correct for it.
It's like
whole different thing.
Jerry Mickey.
They probably using binoculars.
Jerry Mickey shot 1,000 yards with a 9mm, and I forget how much he was aiming above how high he aimed it, because he had to pump that bullet into that target. And I forget how many yards he said that he was aimed above the target in order to get that round to arc into that and pop that balloon. I watched him do it. It was crazy. Because he had to jump in his tractor to drive down there. But I mean, there's a lot to it, man. It's actually fun. It's frustrating, but it's fun.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to do that no more.
Nah, bro. Once you get it down there, once you trying to do it, I watch guys who really know what they're doing. I've been looking at them like they're doing some sort of magic.
What the being out there and watching those guys shoot, it reminded me a lot of golf. Like you can be playing really bad, but all of a sudden you hit one good shot and you're like, oh, and that makes you come back again. It's kind of like that for distance shooting to me.
Now, is it guys out there that just like a mile is nothing to them, or is a mile always challenging?
Mhm.
Well, no, I think it's challenging, but I think there's guys who do it enough and know how to navigate it.
Mm-hmm.
They'll put in all of the elements, all the dope entries, and just be like, if I want my shot to land here right at this second with the wind blowing at 11 miles an hour and my elevation being 65 feet above my target, and the way the birds are flying and the wind is blowing, and you got crosswinds too, because you remember wind is not just one directional, it's omnidirectional. You might have a wind blowing from the east to the west right where you're at, and then downrange it might be blowing from west to east or whatever, or, you got all that stuff, you got to figure it out.
Tina is right. She says it's like algebra, right? That's one of the reasons why I think I've never really got into it as much as I could. It's a whole new.
I just got into it at the beginning of this live, and I just gave up by the end. I'm done. I don't even.
Yeah, but it is fun. I ain't gonna lie. Now it is fun.
Nothing you said sounded fun, man. I don't want to be wind blowing this way by me, but the wind blowing that way by him, and then in between that, the bird went the wrong way. I don't. That's too much to think about, man.
It's fun,
man. You gonna like it when you probably get into it.
Yep. Because then you're gonna start being like, I know I can hit this. Let me just try it one more time. And then, 20 rounds later, $10 a round or whatever, $20 a round.
Some dude watching for like, you need to move 10 inches to the right. All right.
Hey, look what 6'9" fella said. I'll just stick to the indoor range with my target 3 feet away from it. We ain't gotta do none of that. We go shoot this target right here. I can see it. I can hit it.
Yeah.
Hey man, I appreciate all of y'all, man. I'm gonna get up out of here, man. I know a lot of people got to get up early in the morning, as do I. So I'm gonna go ahead and bust this move. I appreciate everybody. Thank you, fam. Thank you, Patrick. Good fella. Appreciate y'all to the end. And everybody in the chat, man. I will see y'all in the next one.
Peace.